Welcome back to Giant Reads, and welcome to my first Top 5 Wednesday. I've been looking at the list of topics recently, the last about a month or so, and I've never really liked the topics, but today finally found one that I liked, so I'm going to go ahead and do it. And I believe I'm supposed to link to Lainey, I think her name is, the girl who created Top 5 Wednesday, so I'll link to her channel in the description, and I'll also link to the Goodreads group in the description. But I'm just going to go ahead into today's topic, which is the top 5 fictional items I want. And since most of the books that I read are not really like set in any kind of fictional places or anything, I'm only going to be pulling from 2 series. The first fictional item that I want would be the Sword of Gryffindor, which everybody knows comes from Harry Potter. I mean, how cool would it be to be in like this super intense crunch or something, and you need like that extra boost, and then out of nowhere the freaking Sword of Gryffindor shows up next to you and you're like, yeah, and you just get to use it, and you get to know in your head that it presented itself to you, and it would just be like the coolest thing. The second thing is also from Harry Potter, and it would be the snitch. I just think it would be kind of cool to have a little snitch. I mean, it doesn't really matter to me about the Quidditch and all that stuff, but I just think it would be cool to have a little snitch like floating around my room during the day or something. I don't know. I think it would be cool, and it would be just fun to have around. The third thing, and the last one from Harry Potter, because I told you I'm only pulling from 2 series, would be the invisibility cloak. Now, it's so obvious. There would be so many things that you could do this. Now, obviously, if you are up to no good and you can use it for bad things and negativity and whatever, but I mean, I just think it would be cool to walk around and like prank people. And then be like, what's going on? And I don't know, I just think it would be really cool to get my hands on the invisibility cloak and just to use it like with like friends and family or like co-workers or something. I think that would be like the coolest thing. Fourth thing that I would like to have that's fictional would be the Mockingjay pen, of course, from The Hunger Games. The Hunger Games is easily my favorite series, and which is really random because I don't really read a lot of young adult. I started reading this series when my brother, who's not a big reader at all, was just constantly telling me to read it. So I finally read it, and then I was like just hooked. And I read the series right before the first movie came out, and I even can you imagine? I even thought that Jennifer Lawrence being cast as Katniss was the worst thing. And now I'm in love with her, so I don't know, it all turns out for the best thing. The second thing is also from The Hunger Games, and it would just be Katniss's bow. Just because she has the bow from start to finish. You learn super early on in the first book that she goes hunting and everything and has her bow. And then, of course, she uses her bow at the end of Mockingjay to assassinate President Coin. So, I don't know, it's just one of those things because Katniss is by far and away my favorite character that I've ever read. And it would just be cool to have her Mockingjay pen and her bow. And I mean, why not? I mean, I can't shoot a bow. I'm not an archer or anything. But it would just be cool to have those 2 things from her. And one other thing that I want to just add on to will be the Elder Wand from Harry Potter. I know you're thinking that would be horrible to have it, but it just makes me, when I think of the other one, I just think of Ron's reaction at the very end of Deathly Hallows Part 2, which I don't know how it is in the book, but in the movie, when he gets his hands on the Elder Wand at the very end, after Voldemort's gone and everything, it's just him and Harry and Hermione, and he gets his hand on the Elder Wand, and it's like this, I don't remember what he says, but he says something like, "We can do anything," or something like that. And I think that would be pretty cool. Not even to use it to like reign over people or be all powerful. It would just be cool to have. So those are my 6 things today for my first ever Top 5 Wednesday. I know I only pulled from 2 series, but I'm sure everybody else can pull from a whole lot more. So tell me in the comments what are the 5 things that you most want from your favorite books or series, and I will see you next time.